Hi, welcome back. Last time you saw me was in 2021. Yeah, a whole 2 years. And not a lot of change now because I'm doing Scooby-Doo again. But yeah, sorry, just things have been going on. Just move, gain new jobs, stuff like that. Now that Cartoon Network, I think officially announced it. I could be wrong. I will fact check myself. But pretty sure they announced that October now, Scooptober with a bunch of cool things. I thought I would start off Scooptober again with me making a tier list of for Scooby-Doo where are you season 1 and 2 of the villains. I am working on a bigger video that's not Scooby-Doo related, but knowing my procrastination, that probably won't be coming out till either late October or early November. So probably I'm gonna be doing a couple more videos like these just to fill in the gaps and stuff, just to put content out there before my big one I do. But I am about halfway through recording and scripting kinda, so maybe be done by October, hopefully. So let's get started. I have ordered all the monsters from first episode to last, and I'll be ranking these not on how detailed their plan was and stuff like that, because other YouTubers like Joe Goes Over, who really needs more subscribers in my opinion, he does a way better job of going into detail on their plans. I'm just going to go off of how memorable they are to me, their scariness factor to me, their design to me, and the episode quality itself. So let's get started with the Black Knight from One Night for a Night. So to start off with the character design, Black Knight. Hi, welcome back. Last time you saw me was in 2021. Yeah, a whole 2 years. And not a lot of change now because I'm doing Scooby-Doo again. But yeah, sorry, just things have been going on. Just move, gain new jobs, stuff like that. Now that Cartoon Network, I think officially announced it. I could be wrong. I will fact check myself. But pretty sure they announced that October now, Scooptober with a bunch of cool things. I thought I would start off Scooptober again with me making a tier list of for Scooby-Doo where are you season 1 and 2 of the villains. I am working on a bigger video that's not Scooby-Doo related, but knowing my procrastination, that probably won't be coming out till either late October or early November. So probably I'm gonna be doing a couple more videos like these just to fill in the gaps and stuff, just to put content out there before my big one I do. But I am about halfway through recording and scripting kinda, so maybe be done by October, hopefully. So to start off with the character design, Black Knight. Oh, just a basic knight. The yellow eyes he has, and the movement has his neck and body of the kind of like the greasy rusted sound, the creaking. Does add a bit of menace, and he's strong as hell. Like, he throws Scooby and Shaggy into a wall while they're hanging on to a table and other things. So scariness factors there. His outfit, basic, but makes sense. He's in a museum. Plus, the knight was coming in from England at the time, so yeah. Although Mr. Winkles, well, don't know how the fuck he fits in that armor goes like that, because if you look at the video or the photo I'm showing, he's shorter. But yeah, and the episode I like. Good pilot episode. I'm gonna rank him a high, low B minus. Give him a B minus. All right, Captain Cutler's Ghost from second episode. Get a clue for Scooby-Doo. This one's one of the more memorable ones for me. One, because I had this Scooby-Doo, I think it was Greatest Mysteries DVD, and this was one of the episodes on it. And a couple more I'll mention up ahead. And this one was always my favorite, just for the Au Noir thing, because it was different than the rest of this series. And the monster itself actually tries to kill the gang, so props there, because he locks Fred, Daphne, and Velma basically in a room underwater to where they would probably run out of air and probably die. And if it wasn't for Scooby saving them, they probably would be dead. So, factor there, points there. Plus, he's very memorable. He's on a lot of merch. I mean, I have a shirt he's on. I'll put the picture of the shirt in the video. Plus, once again, he was one of the monsters in Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights, which has more memorability to him. Plus, I think there was a Lego version of him, a Playmobil version, a Funko Pop of him, and a bunch of other merchandise to make him more memorable. Plus, I love this episode. It is one of my favorite episodes from the early seasons of Scooby-Doo. Like the early season 1 Scooby-Doo. Because in my opinion, season 1 Scooby-Doo really picks up around midway through. And that really picks up for me. But this episode's probably like episodes 1 to about 6 is my second favorite episode, so I'm gonna give him an A rank. Plus, his whole scheme was pretty good, well thought out, and honestly, willing to fake your death for it, give some props. All right, the sheet ghost of Bluto, I think it was named, the magician. I'll put, oh no, Bluestone, the great Bluestone the magician. I think that is all. Need to see if I need to correct myself. D. Because it's a basic ass bedsheet ghost, which anyone and their mother could do. He does his scariness does go up though, because he does use projectors to make it look like walk through walls and other stuff. And he's a magician, so he has a lot of traps. Plus the episode's okay, I guess. I mean, it wasn't my favorite. Once again, this was on the Greatest Mysteries DVD, if I remember right. It wasn't my favorite one. Like I said, a clue for Scooby-Doo, but it wasn't my least favorite. So I'm gonna say D. Minor 49er. I mean, also, oh wait, one sec. He also appeared in 900 Frights as the most annoying villain because you couldn't kill his fucking ass. So yeah, D. Plus, I mean, like some people are like memorable villains. He's just not that memorable to me. Like I know him mainly because he's like the basic bitch sheet ghost, and Ghost Later Down Loud will show you how to do a better one. So no, Minor 49er, D tier. Now, high D tier, because I have more nostalgia for the episode. Besides that, the costume itself is just guy on stilts. He didn't even change his clothes, he just had a beard and a hat to him. And he's not that memorable. He's memorable to me, but I'm sure a lot of other people don't have as fond memories as I do. Mainly because back when I was a little kid, I had a whole Western thing I loved, because my grandpa loved watching all the old Westerns like Gunsmoke and whatnot. So I had a more close attachment to the Western aspect. Plus, same with another episode coming up. Plus, he was on the original Mysteries VHS. I used to watch that all the time as well. So, it was like the one episode I would look forward to. So, yeah, just not memorable. I mean, the episode I will still watch. But going in, I know it's just for nostalgia points. That's basically it. The Native American Witch Doctor. Buckmasters. D. Higher D than him, because he at least put some, like his outfit matches the saying he's in. First off, he's got a giant dick. Kidnapped his own dog to win a fucking dog competition. Seriously, what a dick. I mean, seriously, who does that? Also, in 2023, doesn't look the best in hindsight, but I still have nostalgia because he was Native American once again. Watched those old cowboys and Native American stuff back in the day, so I had a bit of fondness for that. Plus, come on, his name was Geronimo, for fuck's sake. And he's in 900 Frights, and that his literal name, I think, is Geronimo. He says, Geronimo. So, still nostalgia there for it. But I recognize the episode's not that good. And the kind of, I wouldn't say cultural insensitivity, because he's not doing it. He's using it as a costume, but at the same time, it's like you're using it there as people's culture for like nefarious activities, so it's kind of in that gray area. So yeah, but you know, it's the 60s, what are you gonna do? Plus, he doesn't really change his voice or make anything different, so yeah. Alright, Elias Kingston from What the Hex is Going On. Low A tier. Well, actually just A tier, like middle. I remember when I first saw stuff on Boomerang, and no, it wasn't on Boomerang. Was it on Boomerang? Yeah, it was on Boomerang, because the original Mysteries didn't get up to this point yet. Yes, it was Boomerang, and he just kind of freaked me out a little bit. Like, he was the first Scooby-Doo monster to really give me the chills. Now, there's a monster when I'm going to do the Scooby-Doo show list, being probably by next year, knowing me, that'll really freak me out. I will mention this, but he is one of the first monsters on this list to really freak me out. So, I'll give him props there. Plus, he's memorable. He's come back in later incarnations in Be Cool Scooby-Doo, although it's a whole different kind of... He's same name, different idea. Then, I think he's on some merch. I could be wrong. I'll have to do some research. I'll post some photos if I find anything. But he's memorable to me. Plus, I love the episode. The old mansion's kind of a cool setting. Plus, his kind of plan in general is really good. From And yeah, I really like him. Alright, for this motherfucker, I'm gonna create a whole new tier for this guy. Oops. Damn it, not gonna do that. Add row blue. And let's just put a whole new for Carl. I'll just say ape. Nope. Why is it doing this to me? Ape Man. I don't like this episode. Not the fact that the monster's costume is... The dude just swore his own costume. He was stupid. He did it for the stupidest reason. Seriously, he tries to kill people for a fucking part in a movie. I mean, I've heard some shit from Hollywood, but this is taking it a little too far. Plus, I still like the episode, and the guy was sloppy, and I usually kind of skip this episode on reviewings of the Scooby-Doo series. Alright, next is Charlie the Robot from Foul Play in Funland. S tier. Now, when I first started doing this and looking back, I didn't really understand what people liked about this episode, but now I've gotten a smidge older and seen people's opinions, and the way of technology and I has progressed over the years, I really like this episode. For one, the scenery is good. It's not like a dilapidated house or like some spooky place. It's a fun park, you know? It's Funland, fun park, theme park. It's supposed to be fun, and really, this guy ain't scary. I mean, he is, because he's a robot being controlled by someone that you don't know, and is doing shit, but he doesn't really try to harm anyone. Well, I actually, no, he does try to catch Scooby and Shaggy, so never mind. But it's just our creepiness, plus not actually a guy in the mask, an actual robot, does add the creepiness factor to the game. Plus, he's, once again, another enemy in Scooby-Doo, 900 Frights. That's one of the more inventive enemies to deal with. Plus, he's on merch, again, once I say, and he's one of the more memorable villains from this season, so S tier. Alright, next is Pietro, the Puppet Master from the Backstage Rage. High D tier. Mainly because just his work with the puppets is interesting to me, because, you know, you can do so much with it. Besides that, it's not really an inventive costume. The episode's okay, I guess. And the counterfeiting money thing has led to some interesting theories I've seen that makes me enjoy the episode more for what it is. But besides that, I can't really say much about the episode, unfortunately. Like, it's okay. It's just, not much to say about it, honestly. Now, I got a lot to say about this motherfucker. The clown, the ghost clown. This is like the first instance of Scooby-Doo where you realize, oh shit, some people are actually trying to kill these guys, because this guy actually tries to kill the gang. He tries to have Scooby fall from a high place, have Daphne get trampled by lions, and Shaggy eaten by lions. Plus, he's doing it for revenge, which makes it even more creepy, because a lot of it are just for money or, you know, personal gain. This guy's doing it for revenge. He wants to ruin people. And what's a great way to ruin a business than, oh look, teenagers got killed on your property by your equipment and animals. Yeah, that would ruin some people. So, S tier. Plus, just a ghost clown is a very interesting concept, and this is way before, like, Pennywise and all other things that make clowns creepy. This is like the first really creepy clown, like, or clown trying to be creepy and not just, like, unintentionally creepy. Plus, I really liked the episode. It's one of my favorite episodes from the original first season. Alright. So, Big Bob Oakley's little gang of characters here. Okay, so I'll put her down in C, but I'm putting these guys up in A. And I'll put Frankenstein down with here, because we don't really see much as Frankenstein as we do with these two. I love this episode mainly because I'm a Universal horror movie buff, so seeing like these four characters just makes me love the episode more, because it's just like, oh, they just watched a bunch of horror movies one day, and you're like, oh, let's put them in the Scooby-Doo show. In this show we're doing. Plus, the episode's really cool. It's just really gothic castle, which I love. And the fact we have these 3 different villains that are really interesting. And the werewolf, the vampire, which Dracula, duh, and Frankenstein's monster. Plus we have a gypsy, which I could assume is like the gypsy from the Wolfman movie in the 40s. So yeah. Plus I just really love the episode. It's really nostalgic to me because one of those episodes that I would play all the time, but I would not hate watching it because I love the episode so much. Plus it does have some cool little bits with Shaggy and Scooby. Alright, The Mummy. Low C tier. Mainly because once again you're also a horror thing. But the episode is kind of, it's just not that interesting to me as much as like other episodes are. While yes, the whole idea of the mummy is good, it's just the execution is like very, you can, even as a kid you could tell, yeah, this is probably not the best idea because a mummy is not like something you, it's not too hard to get rid of because you just need it really. Because it's just like, well yes, it's strong and whatnot, its wrapping comes down and done early, easily, and you could easily tell if it's a real mummy and not if you know the right science. The fact that I thought turn people to stone is creepy. It still is just, he's just trying to get a coin, which makes his like terror less scary because, you know, what would happen if you just gave him the coin. Although, let's try to electrocute the gang to death. I said electrocute because he throws a freaking buzzsaw into the pool that somehow doesn't electrocute and comes after him. Either way though, and the villain is kind of not really there, so I'll give it a C tier. The Witch and Zombie, S tier. Another one of my most favorite episodes from the original series. The whole idea of them seeking the armored car in the swamp was kind of stupid because you're kind of like, hey, you couldn't just hide it. And the fact they live in this bumfuck nowhere and they had to scare everyone out when they easily could just use the excuse of, oh, we're just hunting frogs, we're looking for places to fish, you know, weird. But I like to use the saying of like kind of a swampy to do like the whole voodoo angle on it, which is interesting. Plus the witch and zombie are just really memorable, especially the zombie. The zombie has really taken life of its own, along with the witch, because they've both shown up in, like I said, in Scooby-Doo 100 Frights, merch, all this other stuff. So plus it's once again just one of those very nostalgic episodes that was on the DVD I like, Scooby-Doo's Spookiest Tales. That was like the first episode you saw. So yeah, lots of memories for this episode. I like it. Ghost of Brett Beard, B tier. Mainly because his outfit is kind of funny to me. Just him wearing the pink is just hilarious to me. Plus he gets kind of downgraded in the later series, but I'll talk about that later. And while a ghost pirate would be scary to me, if I wasn't on like a modern day like ship they are and I could just outrun the guy. And there's theories to why they're doing it, whether it be mental illness or it's just his boss and they want to piss off their boss and lose their job. It's just, I like the episode though, I really do. And once again, the setting makes it all cool. And the fact he's pulling a freaking Elon Musk and ruining his own company for personal gain, that makes it more interesting nowadays. So I'm gonna give it a B tier, low B tier. Although I will put him higher than Black Knight. Alright, my favorite episode, the Scooby-Doo show. Yeah, I'll put you above. The Spooky Space Cook. Now, this is not the character I was most scared of, but this is the character I found most interesting and liked the most as a kid. Just the idea of a haunted alien or astronaut, the spacecraft that looks desolate, the airfield, and plus, it never really came on that much as it was on reruns and Boomerang, and I don't think it came out on DVD until the complete series came out on DVD, and the like little mini DVDs they came out with later. But by the time then that came around, I already had access to all the episodes I wanted. It was just such a hard thing for me to attain to watch. Unless I recorded whenever Cartoon Network had marathons of Scooby-Doo, that I is such nostalgic with this guy that I can't give him a higher best, and I love the episode. I will still watch the episode to this day. Now, these guys are how you do simple sheet ghosts. Highest B tier. Actually, I'll put you above Captain Color's Ghost, but Kingston and Dracula are before him. Like I said, these are you do like basic sheet ghosts. Well, yes, they're sheet ghosts. They have chains. They have green skin and cloth. Their eyes are orange, and they have a really ominous laugh. The clinging have chains. They're shadow phantom. Makes it really good. Plus, the idea for them is just house on the high hill, scale falling characters, we get the money. So the personal gain is pretty high there. So plus I will rewatch this episode all the time. Although the whole Colonel's the Confederate stuff, that makes it kind of in 2023, but whatever. All right, now we're on to That Snow Ghost. Low C. I like the episode, and the fact he tries to cut Velma in half does add scariness factor, but the monster is just a Yeti, which by this time, which never really freaked me out, because it's just oh, it's just a big gorilla, And the setting wasn't really that interesting, just snowy hotel and abandoned sawmill, but I still remember the episode fondly, and once again, it's another one of the creatures, who's had some memorable stats and products and whatnot. I gotta give him a decent spot in C for his memorability, and he is kind of scary, Yeti, you don't want to fuck with the Yeti. Alright, The Ghost of Hyde. Low B tier. From above The Night, because he is more memorable to me than The Night. Once again, this is one episode that does not get rerun from what I remember as a kid on Boomerang. So once again, a little bit more nostalgia and remember more, add a little bit more memorability, because I saw it so little until once I got DVDs that it kind of stuck in my head, because I first saw him at 900 Fridays, because he appeared in these pictures. I was always wondering who he was, but then I saw the episode on Boomerang, oh, there he is, that's who he is. So yeah, plus once again, classic horror, Dr. Jekyll and Hyde, which is funny, back in the day they called it Jekyll for some reason, but what are you gonna do? Plus that he tries to do the whole frame job, and there's a little dark implications you really think into it that adds a bit of scariness to it nowadays. So I'll give him mid B tier. The Ghost of, I think it's Sungwoo or something like that. I'll put in the host. Mid C tier. This is again one of those episodes that got replayed a lot that I watched, and I like the episode more for the new song that's in it. So plus it is also memorable because that one moment I will put it up here that just not good in 2023. So yeah. Plus it's always been kind of memorable because he tries to blow up Scooby and Shaggy's fireworks, which kind of dark. Plus once again, that memorable-ish episode for me. So mid C tier. The Creeper. This is not one of my least favorite episodes, mainly because I saw so much, and the guy never scared me because that song was like a lower rent Frankenstein. Although the song once again is good, so it gives it a bit higher marks, and it does have interesting chase scenes in it. Plus the chick and Scooby plot is kind of adorable to me, so I'll give him mid C tier. Caveman. The only reason it's this high is because the meme and the song. Plus my mom kind of likes the episode for the song, so I can't put it too low, but just not as memorable as the other ones are. No, I do remember more from 900 Frights than I do actually watching it. Although the chase scene is kind of interesting, they're in Auckland, so yeah, they ran into all this aquatic life and whatnot, so makes it a bit more interesting. But the whole idea is still patent, which in theory would be a good idea, except for patents take forever to get processed. So, oof, you have to kill the guy, and well, that would suck. The headless. Okay, so the Headless Spectre. I put him in high A. I really like this episode. It has one of my favorite songs in it, and I just remember watching it a lot on the Creepiest Capers DVD and VHS. Plus, his laugh and the fact he's headless and the laugh just really makes it more memorable to me. Plus, once again, 900 Frights has kind of sort of presence in marketing and whatnot with products. So, plus, I just love the episode. It's one of my favorite episodes from season 2. So, I'm gonna put him in mid-high A. The Worcester Werewolf. Let's see. You know what? Just to me, C. I'll put Frankenstein in B because I like Frankenstein. But don't worry. Okay. The Worcester Werewolf. The only thing really going for it is the setting of the graveyard and his whole implications of a greater smuggling ring, and that whole graveyard set was cool. Plus the song. Besides that, if you want to watch a werewolf, just watch this one because this one's way better. Not as cool. This one's just not as cool to me. Although I did remember watching this episode a lot, because once again, it was one of those episodes that did not premiere as much on Boomerang or Cartoon Network back in the day, unless it was a marathon, so I'll give it a little bit higher marks for my nostalgia-ality to it. The Tiki Man. Low C. Just, I mean, it's memorable because they're in Hawaii, so they're actually kind of outside the states, but I just never really been the biggest fan of this episode. I don't mind watching it, but I don't know, I just never been a big fan of it. Plus, the whole plan was kind of decent because he's still in pearls, but it's just never been one of my favorites. And the Wax Phantom, that's it. I'll put him in low P. Mainly because I like his design. I like the episode for the song, and the Wax Museum itself is an interesting setting as a haunted area to be. And while the villain is kind of in retrospect, it's still an interesting episode I like, and I love the song, so I'll give it a low B's tier. Alright, so that's my tier list. If you guys have any other opinions or any ideas where you think some of these people will be, just let me know in the comments, and I may agree with you. Thanks for watching, and I probably will have another episode out that's not like the most detailed thing I've done. It's just something I could easily get out there and just put content out while still having good content I feel like would relate to this time of year. So, yeah. See you next time.